issue that was defeated by the voters, or the same process, the same redistricting process as was defeated by the voters back in 2005. Mm-hmm. And I want an amendment to win. I want to change this. I would like to fix the system. I don't believe that this amendment has a chance to win as it's currently constituted.
Mm-hmm. So your concerns didn't one or two, it was about...
Well, I had some questions about that, and I wanted to hear what their answers were, and I wanted people to go on record on a couple of things that were of concern, but nobody. I mean, look, my job on the ballot board is my job here today is different than what my job is after I hit the gavel and when we're done with the meeting. My job here was to determine on the basis of the Constitution whether it was one amendment or two. As a tactical matter, one could argue whether it's better to have it to be one or two. The advocates wanted it to be a single amendment. No one presented any arguments to the contrary, and they satisfied my concerns, and so therefore I supported it being one amendment. Okay. But whether I believe, though, after the meeting, if you talk about the substance of it, it has an actual chance to win, I have grave concerns about that.
On another subject, I was talking with Matt a little earlier, counting up the total amount of issues you have. I think there are 9, correct? Is that what said, 9? Is that too many? Are we overwhelmed with ballots?
Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, these are re-amendments to the Constitution because all of these sections have already been previously amended. And
are we at overkill? Wrong word, but are we at too many amendments? Are we becoming a California-like, state by amendment, ballot amendment?
I don't think we're California-like. Mm-hmm. Just because you propose amendment doesn't mean your amendment gets to the ballot.
True.
I think that speaks to the fact that perhaps. I think the thing that's different is that people feel. I mean, it comes down to this: are the majority and the minority willing to work together to solve problems through the traditional process? Mm-hmm. And when that system breaks down, the ballot is the only option left to you. Mm-hmm. And I don't blame the majority, and I don't blame the minority. I think that it takes two to tangle in this particular matter, and I don't feel like the people pushing this process have really tried to work through the legislative process on the redistricting proposal, for example, which I would have preferred, because I think if you're going to do anything, it takes bipartisan consensus. And this is just chapter 2 in the debate on marriage, and that has been ongoing for the past few years. The courts have weighed in on this, and I think that because of the previous amendment to the Constitution is the only way for others who disagree to exercise their concerns. So
Thanks, sir.
I don't know that this is the same thing as all this other stuff.
You asked